Sunday morning breakfast at Kelly's and Carol's. The cook. And not the cook. Trust me, she's helping. And we're all having bacon and eggs and toast and juice and yogurt. It's been a fantastic visit here so far. And we're gonna make it hopefully to Alma today. So we're loading up the bikes on the trailer. I got mine on there, Wade's on there. We got to put Mark's and Dave's on there. It's a little misty, a little bit cool. So we are so thankful that we had a place to stay inside last night. We got lunch, dinner, breakfast this morning, a shower, clothes washed. What more could you ask for? Thanks to these two. Good morning. Today is June 26th. Happy birthday, Sister Laura. Today is day 51, believe it or not. We are leaving Guffey and going to Alma today. It's about 50 miles. It's cool, cloudy, misty. We might get wet, but probably not soaked. But we hope to have a good ride. Shouldn't be quite as much climbing as yesterday, but 50 miles instead of 35. So come on along with us and follow along. All loaded up and ready to go. And we're gonna ride off into the sunset for another day. We're hoping the rain stays away, but it's beautiful out here with the foggy mountaintops. We're cruising down the road on this Sunday morning. We had a fantastic visit at our host's house, Kelly and Carol. It was just fantastic. It was so nice of them to put us up for the night, especially considering today is cloudy, cool, misty, and we have 50 miles to ride today. So it was great. We got started about 8 o'clock, a little later than normal, but that's okay. We have all day to get to the hostel. Looks like the fog is starting to lift. It's about 48 degrees, still chilly. I had to stop and put my gloves and hat back on. So yesterday we climbed about 4,000 feet altogether in elevation. The altitude we started at 5,300. I do believe we ended up about 8,500 feet up in altitude. Today, we're going to do about 3,500 feet of climbing, and we're also going to be going up in altitude, so the air is getting thinner and thinner and thinner as we go up. At the top of another climb, and our first view of the day. Looks pretty nice. This is a little different formation than what we're used to seeing. Just mounds of grassed area. Interesting. Look at the mountains in the distance. So this area is like a plateau along the top of a mountain. We're still up really high. I'm not sure how high. Probably 9,000 feet. But we've been riding sort of flat for 2 or 3 miles. So it's pretty different than what we're used to. So for anybody who wants some property, the Confluence Land Company is selling 120,000 acres. Yes, 120,000 acres up on this plateau between mountains, or park as some people call it. So if you're looking for some land, here's the deal. So this is Hartzell. It's 3 or 4 buildings, oh, maybe 5 or 6 buildings on Highway 9. And we are gonna go try this Highline Cafe and Saloon. Hopefully they have maybe some breakfast or maybe a nice coffee and something sweet. We'll find out. So if you live in this part of Colorado, you have an option. You can live on the upper plain here up in the mountains and have a beautiful place like that with all this land around it, or you can live up on the mountaintop and look down at everything. Let me know in the comments below which one you would like. So far the rain has held off. We've been getting a tiny bit of mist earlier. We just finished brunch and it looks like it's raining up there, but it's not raining here. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. This has got to be the barn of the day. Actually, if you look close, the barn complex of the day. A couple beautiful barns, and look at the backdrop. Then you have some more barns over here. Definitely the barns of the day. The first sign of snow on the mountains, if you look real close, you can see it. Batten down the hatches. Looks like I'm going to be getting wet. That whole storm system right there is coming right towards us, and I'm heading right for it. Right into the snowy mountains. Interesting entry display. So I'm one extreme on a bicycle with panniers. Here's the other extreme. A 32-foot Phantom with a Jeep being pulled behind it. The Fairplay Courthouse, built in 1874. Still standing today. The Java Moose, where I lost my phone in front of the building and didn't realize I had lost it until I got back to meet the other 3 riders. Luckily, I retraced my steps and found the phone. I would have been pretty upset. 53 and raining, and they're walking around in shorts. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. A little bit of a bike path here going west out of Fairplay. We'll see how long it lasts. It's nice to have it though. All right, I appreciate the effort of the bike path, but a bike path doesn't do us any good if every 25 feet there's a huge rut in it. And I don't know if it's from a previous path that was put down or what, but man, you can't go very fast or you're gonna shake your whole bike to death here. This is looking pretty ominous. It's a beautiful view, but we have about another mile and a half to go to our hostel for tonight. And then in the morning, this is what we have to ride over. Mackenzie Pass. It should be fun, interesting, challenging, all those things and probably more. Sort of looking forward to it. Well, we've made it to historic Alma. It is 3:30 and all I have to do now is find the hostel. And it's a good thing. That's cute. Because it's starting to rain pretty good now and it's 49 degrees. So that can be a little dangerous. So we made it to the hostel. It literally poured cats and dogs for the last 5 minutes out on the bike before I got here. So I couldn't wait to get inside and take a hot shower, which I did. And it's still raining, so I can't get a picture outside of the hostel. But this is the inside. So we have a room downstairs. It's got nice bathrooms, a couple of them. Sort of a laundry facility. Place to store our bikes. Here's our hostel room, a little tight.